Hello everyone, this is NS, that's right, Naruto StarCraft, and today I'll be casting a special game from the ESL. I do believe it is from the ESL, and here we have the red proto, or is that green? I may be colorblind, but here we have mTwNightEnD spawning at the 12 o'clock position, and his opponent is Eizcaj. I do believe that he is a European player. Um, I think he's from Norway or something like that. I could be wrong. If you guys know his true origin, please do let me know so I don't sound like a noob. You know what I'm saying, boys? So, I have not watched this replay and I don't have any idea what's going to happen, just like you guys. And believe it or not, that is the way I like it because I do believe, it is more suspense if you watch it that way and, you don't know the outcome and whatnot. So, here we have a night end going out here to the ramp to his natural, and I do believe he's trying to forge expand. Now what that means is you get your first pylon and then you morph in, or whatever you want to call it, recall. I do believe the proper term is morph. You morph in your forge and you take it from there. You put up a bunch of photon cannons to cover your to cover your ramp so you're safe from early abuse courtesy of the Zerglings. Now let's look at Eizcaj and let's see what he's building. He has put on the spawning pool, and that's right, boys. This time I do get the correct term, not swimming pool like like last time. So yeah, here we have. Let's look at the APM for a second. Now a lot of people think that these guys, they just click and whatnot for the fun of it, but it's not true. These guys, when they click like that, especially at these points of the game, you can see, like, look at this rapid clicking by nydus. Now, I have seen a few replays from nydus, and he's a very good player. I wouldn't bet my money against him in this match, but actually, I've also seen quite a few replays from Eizcaj too. He's very good also. If I'd have to guess, I'd say it would be 50-50 in this game. And let's hope that well, I did take the 50-50 route, so I'm safe as far as, whichever player wins doesn't matter, right? So here we have the first photon cannon going up, and he is putting down a couple more pylons, trying to limit this ramp, the area into his base. And I'm going to zoom it in for you guys so you can see from a different angle. The area is quite small right now, but Zerglings don't need much to rush in and terrorize your base. Here we have Eizcaj going for his fast expand at his natural expansion. He even has this little Zergling circling and scouting around the mineral fields to make sure there is no proxy pylon from the Protoss player. You always want to scout, boys, because scouting is what this game is all about. It enables you to see what your opponent has, what kind of units he has, so you could build the proper counter unit, and that way you'll be safe. So here we have his nydus MWG nydus. We have his first gateway being morphed, and I'm pretty sure he's waiting here to pop his cybernetic score at 200 minerals, and there it goes. But don't forget that all this time that Eizcaj sees everything here, and I'm actually quite surprised why he hasn't popped like a ton of Zerglings and tried to run in here early, because at the early stages of the game, man, when you do that forge fast expand, you will be vulnerable to those kind of strategies. So yeah, we'll just wait to see how it develops. Looking at the unit tab, there is 23 drones over 25 probes, so far nydus a little bit ahead in that area. His cybernetic score just did get completed. And let's look at the production tab for a moment. Here we have, a metabolic boost being researched for the Zerglings, and as you see here, boys, there is 12 Zerglings being produced. I'm guessing at this point that he wants to apply some early pressure and whatnot to see what nydus has here as far as military units go. So there we have the third barracks going up, and Eizcaj just starting to produce workers to saturize this mineral field in this area. So yeah, so far so good. The lair tag has been completed. Let's see what's coming. Oh, nydus network, boys. Are we going to see what I do believe? I do like to refer to the nydus network as a spectacular, because it is a new strategy in StarCraft 2. So if you guys want to toss a comment about that, feel free to do so. Because it is a dynamic play. Like most Zerg players do not utilize that kind of playstyle, and I do think they are missing out, man, because it is a very good strategy to use nydus networks, because all you need is the sight of an area, right? Like, if I have my overlord here, I could pop it up here and start, having this sexy time with these drones. But look at that, man. As I was saying that, Eizcaj is popping the Nydus Worm into the base of nydus. The nydus sees it, but it is too late. All the Zerglings fleeing into his base, trying to inflict the maximum damage they can to the probes. The probes running away. They don't want to be had, I should say, by the Zerglings in the sexy time. So the Zerglings pop in. I do believe that, yeah, there is no way that nydus is going to stop this Zergling attack. As far as his initial base goes, his starting position goes, it has been jeopardized by the Zerglings. And as you can see, they do have metabolic boost. They do move rather quickly, and they do destroy rather swiftly. So here we have everything as far as production in the main base of nydus going down. Even his 2 gateways go down. Now let's see how he reacts. Immediately, nydus has offered to put up 2 more photon cannons, and he is trying to secure this area as long as he can. Now Eizcaj, he is throwing out 2 drones to morph into spine crawlers. And don't forget, boys, in StarCraft 2, if you don't have sight of an area, you cannot attack it. So the units at this cliff can attack freely into all this area, these spine crawlers that is, and nydus cannot even respond to that attack because he doesn't see that area. So here we have Eizcaj with a ton of Zerglings trying to push in, but their entrance to this base is limited by the Zealots blocking the ramp like the gangsters that they are, and one of them dies and returns to Ire, but he did his job temporarily. At this point, nydus is morphing in a couple of range units because these spine crawlers have finished, and they are in a very, very sexy position to do a lot of damage to nydus's base. Very small base, I may add. And at this point, man, I do believe that nydus is in a lot of trouble because he's behind now. Basically, he's behind 2-1 as far as bases go, and the capacity to mine minerals and whatnot. Here we have Eizcaj bringing in 2 more drones and morphing him to spine crawlers so he could attack. Surprisingly, nydus is not doing as bad as I thought he would be. He did take down one of the spine crawlers. Now, what Eizcaj really needs to do is get rid of this pylon right here. I do believe that it may power all these 3, but I could be wrong. Maybe just these 2. So we'll just wait and see if he does do that. So here we have nydus producing more and more stalkers, trying to push back this Zerg attack. And it does look like that if he were to push up the ramp, he would be successful. So he is pushing up slowly, trying to gain sight, trying to prevent the spine crawler from burrowing and attacking his worker line. He is successful so far. And the reason why he keeps walking up and down the ramp is to see those new spine crawlers. And there you go, boys. Just as I'm saying that, he is doing that. He is killing the spine crawler, preventing it from burrowing. And right now, actually, Eizcaj has begun to what's the term I'm looking for? I always forget that term. Transition into Hydralisks. And Hydralisks would be a very good unit to have in this area because they could exploit these cliffs here, and they could attack all these production units down there. But so far, the initial Nydus Worm has been taken down. nydus probably thinks that, oh yeah, I'm good to go right now. But he doesn't know that Eizcaj has other ideas. He is morphing in another Nydus Worm at this area, but nydus has exploded, and he is going to be able to take it down, as well as this Overlord. And I do believe that that Overlord actually put... no, he's still oversupplied, so it's all good. And here we have Eizcaj trying again with another Nydus Worm, and nydus scouts this one also. So he is doing so far. My god, there's another one at this area. Look at all these Hydralisks that came out of this one. And this time there's even a queen with them. And look at that. Eizcaj is looking to expand to this area so he could reinforce his army directly from this area. And I would have to agree that that is a very, very good idea. It's something, that I would say I would have done as well if I were playing this game. But yeah, here he has... How many Hydralisks is this? It looks like 14. And there are more Zerglings coming on the way. The queen is here. Creep tumor is going down to try to expand the creep to give that Zerg army the speed bonus of the creep. So far he is just mounting up to do a final attack, it seems, or well, at this point, nydus is realizing, man, that he is behind in everything, and he is going to have to stop the Zerg advancement in this area in order to have a chance, so maybe he could reclaim his base. But little does he know, does he even see this area yet? No, he doesn't know about this area. He doesn't know that Eizcaj has planted a hatchery there, so I don't know what he's planning to do, but so far it is not turning out his way, as his pylon has been taken down and 2 of his photon cannons have been unpowered. This Hydralisk is trying to kill the forge, but nydus intervenes and tries to put an end to that attack. So far he has bought himself a little bit of more time. Let's see, looking at the units lost, pretty even. Let's not forget that the Zerg army has a lot of Zerglings, so they boost up those numbers. But yeah, here we go, a big battle coming up. Stalkers moving up the ramp, attacking the Hydralisks. Hydralisks are being forced to take a defensive position. Force fields going down, blocking the way. Actually, they blocked this Zealot from killing that Hydralisk, but it's all good. And damn, man, my mouth is like completely dry. I need some Gatorade for some energy. So here we have a big battle. The Hydralisk going up against the army of Stalkers, Sentries, and Zealot. The Hydralisks are forced to back away slightly. Is there more reinforcements on the way? Looking at the production tab, oh yeah, there's 13 Hydralisks coming in this area, and they are going to be inflicting a lot of damage. And nydus actually doing not too bad so far, pushing back, but he does realize that all these eggs are going to soon be Hydralisks, and he cannot stop that, man. So yeah, what does that say about this game, guys? If you did watch this game, and if you are a Zerg player, the nydus network is your ally, because you could basically transfer units here instantly, and most players don't even, they're not ready for it because it is a surprise tactic. So I hope you guys enjoyed this game, and this is NS signing out. Oh, don't think that I forgot. GG!